Welcome and hello. This is a video on HEC ResSim. This particular video covers stream alignments. What I'm going to talk about here is digitizing a stream alignment by hand. So we're actually going to do something here today, drawing something on the map. What I've done already before this video is I've created a watershed and I've created a couple configurations. First, what you're going to want to do is make sure the watershed setup module is selected in the module selector, and I went ahead and just selected a configuration. That's not too important. Then, yeah, what I mentioned before is there's two ways to create a stream alignment by hand, just sketch it out, digitize it, and also to import it from a shape file. So yeah, what we're going to do today is sketching it by hand, and I'll show you how that works. What you're going to want to do is come over here to the left tools menu and click on this stream alignment tool here. And then to add a stream alignment, go ahead and hold down the control button on your keyboard and then do a single left click at the upstream most point of the stream. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to click, I'm going to move my mouse to the next spot. I'm continuing to hold down the control key and then I'm going to click again and I'm just doing single left clicks as I move the mouse on the screen. All right, so when I'm ready to make my last vertex, I take my hand off the control key and I do my single left click, boom, and it asks me to give the stream a name. So I'm going to give it a stream name of something generic for now, stream one, whatever, and there it is. We have a orange line that represents the stream. There is a stream node at the upstreammost point and downstreammost point. It's a little green dot, and I know it's kind of hard to see. And even if I zoom in, the dot size doesn't increase, and same is true with the text and the stationing. But what you may be able to see is that if I zoom in, the reach stationing begins at 0 at the downstreammost point, and then it increases as you work your way upstream. If you happen to sketch the stream in the wrong direction, you can reverse that by, hold on a second. Okay, yeah, you can reverse that by doing a right click. And I purposely chose the pointer option to demonstrate how a right click won't allow you to make edits if you're selected on the pointer. So you got to stay in the stream alignment tool selection. And then right clicking will allow you to view, but you also have to close the lock, or that's the same thing as allow editing, edit, and then allow edits. That will basically be the same thing as clicking the lock. Now I should be able to right click and then see the context menu options enabled to reverse direction. And then you can also edit the stream element. That just, I think, shows that just shows the stationing, and then also rename or delete. I don't want to do any of those, but what I do want to do is add a tributary. So I'm going to go ahead and add a second stream. Again, clicking on my stream alignment tool, holding down the control key as my first click, continuing to hold down the control key. And when I'm ready to make my last click, I'm going to release the control key, make a single left click on stream one, the first stream, and it asks me to name the stream again. So I'm going to call this one stream two, click OK. And now it's asking me, do I want to connect stream one with stream two? And I'm going to say yes. Now, as before, we have a couple stream nodes, the green dots um, at the upstream end and downstream end of our new stream. But this downstream end is actually called a stream junction. So it has the same dark green circle, but it also has a light green halo around it representing the junction or the confluence between stream one and stream two. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save that, save file, and then save watershed. Okay, so the last thing I want to do in this video is export the stream alignment. This is just some prep work for our next video, but it's also important to know how this works. So before I do that, I first wanted to show you the file system. So this particular watershed I'm calling video 4, and when you click into it, this file structure should be familiar to you. This is the default file structure for any new watershed. And if I click into my maps directory, there's nothing there by default. So we're going to go back over to ResSim and hit watershed and export stream alignment. And the default folder location is where we just were in that video 4/apps directory. So I'm just going to give it a file name. I'm just going to call it stream alignments. It's going to export both streams into a shapefile and click OK. This is just telling me that the export was successful. Now, if I check that directory again, boom, here we have the shapefile exported successfully. All right, so that was it for this video on stream alignments, specifically adding a stream alignment by digitizing it by hand using the stream alignment tool.